Luna, queen of the Masai Mara grasslands. In the legendary plains of the Masai Mara, where wild nature flows with every breeze, an inspiring story slowly begins to unfold. Luna, a female leopard with rare jade eyes, emerges as a symbol of beauty, resilience, and wisdom. In this harsh world, Luna is not just a simple individual, but also a legend waiting to be told. Luna, a female leopard with rare jade eyes, emerges as a symbol of beauty, resilience, and wisdom. In this harsh world, she is not just a simple individual, but a legend waiting to be told. Today she is not hunting as usual, but searching for a safe place, because within her, a new life waits to be born. And remained completely focused, alert to any unfamiliar sound in the distance. Luna's breathing grew faster. She lay on her side, her body shifting with each contraction. Tiny beads of sweat shimmered on her spotted fur, glistening in the sunlight. This was the most crucial moment in a predator's life, bringing new life into a dangerous wild world. Luna's labored breath blended with the soft whisper of wind in the leaves. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the faint cry of a leopard cub broke the silence. Luna gently turned her head, her jade eyes glowing with unprecedented tenderness. With maternal instinct, she used her tongue to lick the tiny body clean, helping it adjust to this new world. The little cub, its soft fur still damp, tried to move its fragile limbs, searching for warmth in its mother's body. Luna leaned in, wrapping her cub in a protective embrace. The warm sunlight shone down on them both, casting a peaceful glow in the heart of the wild. Under the bright sun of the Masai Mara plains, the newborn leopard cub begins to open the first chapter of her life. Constantly protected by Luna, her resilient mother with shining jade-colored eyes. The cub, named Mbesi, meaning moon in Swahili, gradually becomes familiar with the wild world around her. With weak legs and soft fur, she is entirely dependent on her mother's care. Luna gently licked her baby's fur clean, her eyes filled with love, yet always alert to the dangers that lurk nearby. The first days of Mbesi's life passed safely, surrounded by her mother. But nature never allows peace to last. The threats of lions and hyenas are always near. A group of hyenas approached the tree where Luna and Mbesi were sheltered. Luna's eyes turned cold. She remained still, watching every movement of the approaching animals. Then, without hesitation, she swiftly moved her cub to a more secluded place. Mbesi, despite her tender age, begins to learn her first lessons in avoiding danger, thanks to her mother's guidance. Luna was not only Imbeze's protector, but also her very first teacher, from taking tiny steps to attempting to climb tree branches, just like her mother. Imbeze learned little by little. Under the shade of a giant tree, the small leopard cub clumsily climbed up and then fell, only to be gently lifted by her mother and nudged back toward the safety of the bushes. In the midday sunlight, Luna watched patiently, teaching her cub how to cope with the harshness of nature. Under her mother's guidance, Imbeze entered the most crucial phase of her life, learning how to survive. Luna, guided by the instincts of a skilled huntress, patiently teaches her cub every skill needed to face the harsh wild world. From climbing to stalking and avoiding dangerous predators, each lesson is vital for Imbeze's future. The cub began with small steps, trying to climb the low branch of a tree. But Imbeze fell. Luna's eyes followed her cub, stern yet gentle, encouraging her to keep trying. Finally, Imbeze managed to grip the branch with all four paws. Her tiny claws clung tightly to the rough bark as she used her strength to pull herself up, occasionally turning her head to glance at her mother. Luna, resting on a higher branch, watched with glowing eyes full of pride and encouragement as she observed her cub's efforts. Once on top, Imbeze began to explore her new playground, leaping from side to side among the small tree branches. Her little legs grew more agile with every step. The afternoon light gently blankets the Masai Mara grasslands, where herds of wildebeest graze peacefully, unaware that this calm is about to be shattered. Not far away, in a dense thicket, Luna, her body still weak after giving birth, hid alongside two other female leopards. This time, Luna did not hunt alone. To make up for her lack of strength, she cooperated with other females, forming a rare hunting alliance. Luna slowly rose, her body not yet fully recovered, but her jade-colored eyes shone with determination. The other two leopardesses advanced, each choosing a position to flank the herd of gazelles. Luna took a position at the rear, far from the watchful eyes of the herd's leaders. Every step from the trio was light, barely making a sound over the thick grass. A young wildebeest, grazing near the edge of the herd, quickly became their target. One of the lead leopardesses crouched low, her body tense like a spring, ready to release. Luna held her position, watching and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Her steps were slow but steady, her body still weak yet agile, driven by the hunting instincts of a leopard. Under the golden afternoon light, a group of female leopards gathered to share the fruits of their hunt. Luna, with a mother's tenderness, gently offered the first portion to Imbezi. The cub sniffed the food before her jade eyes gleaming with curiosity and excitement. As she timidly took her first bite, Imbezi gradually tasted the food, then eagerly devoured her share with her mother's support. Around them, the other leopardesses quietly enjoyed their meals, their ears always alert to the faintest sound in the distance. After filling her belly, Imbezi began playing with a nearby dry leaf, occasionally turning to Luna as if to show off her new game. Luna, her eyes soft, licked her cub's fur to clean her and strengthen their maternal bond. The gentle sound of wind brushing through the tall grass blended with the peaceful stillness of the resting leopard pride. In the warmth of the sunset, Luna and her daughter lay together, enjoying a rare moment of relaxation in the wild. When Mbisi reached adulthood, the young leopard showed increasing independence and courage. Her fur had darkened, and her jade-colored eyes no longer held the innocence of youth, replaced by a cold, confident gaze. Under Luna's guidance, Mbisi had learned to hunt, to climb, and to protect herself from danger. But Luna knew the time had come for Mbisi to leave her mother and embark on her own independent journey. One peaceful morning, Luna led Mbesi to a new land, where the green grass stretched endlessly. After sharing one last meal together, Luna stood still beneath the shade of a tree, silently watching as Mbesi slowly walked toward the horizon. There was no call, no hesitation, only eyes filled with a mother's pride, watching quietly as her child's figure gradually disappeared. Luna closed her eyes and felt the cool breeze blowing, like a blessing for her daughter's new journey. As time passed, Luna continued to live an independent life, no longer needing to care for her young. One afternoon, as the sunlight bathed the fields in golden hues, Luna encountered a male leopard who appeared near her territory. He had a gleaming coat, a muscular body, and captivating eyes. The two kept their distance at first, their eyes meeting in a moment of quiet stillness before the male leopard began to approach, his manner seemingly friendly. Luna was in no hurry. She walked gracefully, occasionally glancing back, as if to gauge the stranger's intentions. The male leopard followed her, but maintained a respectful distance. After several hours, Luna came to a stop beneath a large tree, her body relaxing into a state of cautious ease. The male leopard sat nearby, making no threatening moves. In the twilight, a connection slowly began to form, a silent communication between two proud predators. In the days that followed, Luna and the male leopard crossed paths, often the two hunted together, moving through dense grasslands and sharing peaceful moments beneath the shade of the trees. Then, one evening, as the moon shone brightly over the skies of the Masai Mara, Luna and the male leopard mated, marking the beginning of a new generation. After that moment, Luna lay still beneath the tree, resting in quiet serenity. With her eyes closed in silence, she is not only the queen of the grasslands, but also a part of the endless cycle of existence, where new life is sown and the journey of nature continues without end.